I will accuse the gods. I will accuse the gods, especially the god that lives on the gray mountain. I will make my complaint of him before a judge. But there is no judge between gods and men, and the God of the mountain will not answer me. Where are you? I know what you will say. You will say the real gods are not at all like Ungit, and that I was shown a real god and the house of a real god and ought to know it. Hypocrites! I do know it, as if that would heal my wounds. I could have endured it if you were things like Ungit and the Shadow Brute. You know well that I never really began to hate you until Psyche began talking of her palace and her lover and her husband. Why did you lie to me? You said a brute would devour her. Well, why didn't it? I'd have wept for her and buried what was left and built her a tomb but to steal her love from me? Can it be that you really don't understand? Do you think we mortals will find you gods easier to bear if you're beautiful? I tell you that if that's true, we'll find you 1,000 times worse. For then you'll lure and entice, for I know what beauty does. You'll leave us nothing, nothing that's worth our keeping or your taking. Those we love best, those are the very ones you'll pick out. Oh, I can see it happening, age after age, and growing worse and worse the more you reveal your beauty, the son turning his back on the mother, and the bride on her groom, stolen away by this everlasting calling of the gods, taken where we can't follow. It would be far better for us if you were foul and ravening. We'd rather you drank their blood than stole their hearts. We'd rather they were ours, and dead, than yours, and made immortal. But to steal her love from me, to make her see things I couldn't see, oh, you'll say, you've been whispering it to me for 40 years, that I'd had signs enough her palace was real, could have known the truth if I wanted. But how could I want to know it? Tell me that. The girl was mine. What right had you to steal her away into your dreadful heights? You'll say I was jealous. Jealous of Psyche? Not while she was mine. If you'd gone the other way to work, if it was my eyes you'd opened, you'd soon have seen how I would have shown her, and told her, and taught her, and led her up to my level. But to hear a chit of a girl who had no thought in her head that I'd not put there, setting up for a seer and a prophetess, and next thing to a goddess, how could anyone endure it? That's why I say it makes no difference whether you're fair or foul. That there should be gods at all. There's our misery and bitter wrong. There's no room for you and us in this same world. You're a tree in whose shadow we can't thrive. We want to be our own. I was my own, and Psyche was mine, and no one else had any right to her. Oh, you'll say you took her away into bliss and joy, such as I could never have given her, and I ought to have been glad of it for her sake. Why? What should I care for some horrible new happiness which I hadn't given her, and which separated her from me? Do you think I wanted her to be happy that way? It would have been better if I'd seen the brute tear her into pieces before my eyes, You stole her to make her happy, did you? Why, every wheedling, smiling, cat-foot rouge who lures away another man's wife or slave or dog might say the same. Dog, now, that's very much to the purpose. I'll thank you to let me feed my own. It needed no tidbits from your table. Did you ever remember whose girl that was? She was mine! Mine! Do you not know what the word means, mine? You're thieves, seducers. That's my wrong. I'll not complain. Not now. That you're blood drinkers and man-eaters. I'm past that.